to another whiskey advent calendar session from your boys the Buffalo Happy Hour. I'm Derek, this is Mike, he is back. Whoop, whoop.
I'm back.
You happy?
Yeah,
You're gonna drink some whiskey?
This will be good.
If you have been following us for this whole time, the first couple episodes Mike was here, we did it kind of trying to read everything first. The last 6 episodes was more of a blind tasting, and today we're going even more blind. So, box over Mike's shoulder there. We're not even gonna read airport codes because we started getting good at that, knowing that SPX, already forgot it, but something like that is Kentucky. So we're not gonna do any of that. There's gonna be a blind tasting. We're gonna go through our normal process, give you our review of it, then we'll read it before we go into the would we have it in our collection situation. So today is day 12. I will move this out of the way because this is massive. Mike, anything you wanna say before we dive into it?
It looks like the color of whiskey.
Sure does. Very astute, dude. All right. So.
It's a big pour, bro.
Sure is. It's 25 milliliters, you're fine. All right, doesn't say anything on the thing, so I'm fine.
It's gotta be malted barley or a rye. It's got like that medicinal rubbery wet grass nose.
Mm-hmm. There's a little, it smells like there's some sort of secondary maturation in there.
Yeah, I'm picking that up on the, when I rode the mustache.
Almost like a cherry. I don't know if it's a cherry,
it's a fruit
like
of
a red
some sort.
wine finished cask or something like that. But you can smell, because yeah, I'm getting what you're saying. I think getting some of that dry erase marker, so it's making me think it's somewhat of a rye, but then it was finished in a red wine cask.
I agree. Do we taste it?
Well, give your nose rating. What do you think on the nose so far? I'm kind of, I think it's better than
B
like
flat?
what. Yeah, we'll go B flat. That sounds good. I agree.
I agree.
Taste.
Cheers.
Ooh, this is different though.
It's not young. It's aged for a decent amount of time. It has to be.
Ooh.
The color of it.
This is the first one where I'm saying it's not smooth, or it is smooth. Like this is not Kentucky, and this is very smooth.
Yeah.
This is American though.
The color of it and the full body of it makes me want to know how old this is. There's no way that this is new.
So you said it tastes like malted barley. Are you getting any corn? Are you thinking that this is an American single malt, or are you thinking that this is a high corn, very low flavoring grain bourbon?
I'm getting a lot of butter on. I'm getting butter and corn on the initial taste, which leads me to believe it's a higher corn mash.
So you're calling bourbon?
There's a bourbon influence.
Yeah.
What do you rate this initial taste?
I'm going more towards that this is an American single malt, maybe aged in a, like double aged in a bourbon and a sherry cask or something like that. I'm getting a lot of sherry, and that might be coming from the, I don't know, I'm getting a lot of sherry. Mm-hmm. And it's very viscous again, which makes me think that it's a sherry wine cask, maybe like a Oloroso or a Pedro Jimenez, because I'm getting that same syrupy note that I was getting last time.
I agree with you.
Maybe an American single malt aged in a sherry cask. I like this initial taste a lot. I think this is very delicious so far. I would probably say this is a B+ check.
I like B+ check. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Any note?
Any note is where that syrupiness is coming through. That syrupy cherry, kind of almost like a cherry pie.
You can see it too, dude. Like it's lingering in the glass.
Yeah. It's viscous. We were just making fun of me upstairs because I love that word, but it's a good word.
The word, because bird is the word. But in this case, viscous is the word. So ending note, I am getting way more of the secondary maturation notes, like the flavor notes.
Yeah.
So I like to call on cherry. I like to call on some sort of wine cask influence. I still think it's a bourbon. Any note? This is actually really good whiskey.
Yeah, this is very good.
This might be one of my favorites so far. Out of the box, I'm saying. Not ever, but like out of this box. I would rate this ending note as a B+.
Okay. And you know, I think I'd say B+. From a proof standpoint, what are you guessing here? Because it's very mouth forward. Yeah, maybe like a 95 or something like that, max.
Max, yeah. I would be surprised if this is higher than 95.
This taste
I would probably bet 90.
This tastes very whiskey forward. So if this is a lower proof, I find it hard to believe that it's anywhere like Texas, like deep south.
Yeah.
Maybe west, like over. We just had Nevada. I doubt that they're going to do another Nevada. Maybe like a Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, like that type of region.
It's a pretty big region.
Well, yeah, but it's like that. Isn't that the Four Corners? Those 4 states, or am I mixing some of them up? Anyway,
So,
that area, I think, north of Texas, but not like Montana, Washington. Like it's kind of west of Kentucky, not as far as Nevada, like that region, I think, but not as south as Texas. I think this is very good. I think this is a very good product. My guess is going to be an American single malt from that region that is aged in a sherry, Oloroso sherry, or a Pedro Jimenez cask. That's my guess.
Okay. Would you have this in your collection?
Let's wait until after we do the price for that, because that all depends on the price. You know, like if this is $20, I'm doing it. If this is $90, I'm not.
Fair.
So, and final rating. What are you getting for ready? You want to do final rating?
Yeah, give me that.
We haven't done this together in a while, so we're kind of dusting off the
stop.
old scraps. That's not a phrase.
Let's hit me with the countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. 87.
84.5. 85. Yeah, 84.5.
Yeah, 84.5.
Yeah, 84.5.
Solid rating.
Solid rating. I agree. Grounded rating. I really want to know what this is.
All right, so let's pull this down. Let's flip the page.
What do we got?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are again soaring above the northwest continent, nearing Portland, Oregon.
Oh, was that north?
So it is west and more north than I thought. Okay. The epicenter of craft beer and innovation. Oh, is this going to be a stout? It is a stout. Damn, dude. It's a stout cask, not a sherry cask. Okay. The city's pioneering spirit is distilled into every bottle of Westward whiskey, where tradition meets creativity. Today's pour, the Westward Single Malt Stout Cask finish,
Single malt.
is born from a decade of collaboration with the region's best brewers. Finished in a stout seasoned barrels, it honors Oregon's brewing heritage while pushing the boundaries of flavor and soaring beyond expectation. Unbuckle the ordinary and toast to the extraordinary. This is Westward Whiskey Single Malt Stout Cask Finish, 46%, 92 proof, crushed that. American Single Malt Aged in Stout Seasoned Casks. Okay, so we were picking up sherry. We probably should have been picking up maybe like a chocolate. I'm not picking up chocolate though. I'm still getting cherry. I'm standing strong on that. I'm still picking up cherry here.
I still don't hate that. I don't hate chocolate. I don't hate that. I agree that cherry made more sense.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I'm
Maybe
not
like a
mad
dark
at the fact
chocolate.
that it's chocolate.
Yeah. Well, can you taste the chocolate? Is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm tasting the chocolate.
You have to dig.
Pause. I think cherry is.
I think
more,
cherry's more
yeah.
realistic.
But
So-
maybe that's from the barley. Maybe that's the influence of the barley, and it's not aged that long in the stout cask, because it looks dark. But what is the? Did it say an age on here at all?
Good point.
I also was pretty dead on early on saying malted barley.
Yeah, malted richness, nuanced whiskey with deep. Yeah, it doesn't say anything around the age. I can look it up really quick, but it is. I mean, that was pretty spot on. So let's look up the pricing and see if we would have it in our collection. What are your initial thoughts on it? So you said 82.5. Is that you're good there?
Yeah, and it's a collab. If I'd venture a guess.
Oh yeah, because I was guessing price last time too. So I just scanned the QR code. The website didn't even load yet. American single malt from the West
Portland,
Coast.
Oregon
That
region, and it's
is
a collab.
yeah. That's a
70,
collab.
75 is my ballpark.
That's a fair guess. Yeah, I don't think this would be. So would you buy it at 70 or 75?
If I knew the distillery and the brewery, and I knew what it was, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go any higher than 75.
Yeah.
If it came out as like $80 or $90 because it's a single malt, I'm all set.
So 79 or 99, you'd be out.
Yeah.
That's where I think this is priced. I didn't look at it yet, but let's see. Literally, the loading screen is still there, so I couldn't even see it. Just so you know that I'm not lying to you, because I'm pretty sure everybody thinks I'm lying. $77.99, but with Flavier Black, it's $66.30. That's a discount, first of all. Let's
Yeah.
talk about discounts there.
That's a solid discount.
Solid discount. But 77, you were basically spot on. 75,
Yeah.
crushed it. And 60, what was it, 60,
69.
66.30.
60, okay,
That's a
so
steal.
$67. I would buy it at $67 and have it in the collection.
77, would you?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
like I said, it's tax whatever. Like okay, yeah, it's at 74 whatever, and then after tax it brings it to 77. I'm not okay. I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. I think this is a good product. I think that they did a very good job of the issue that I have with single malts, especially American, is that they don't have like the ocean influence to make that sea salt prominent and that like really interesting flavor notes that come from bourbon, but like not in new char barrel. American single malt struggle when they don't age it secondarily, so they don't put it in a sherry or some other wine cask or an ex-bourbon barrel, like that type of stuff. So I like that they did that. I think it adds a good flavor to it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to today's review of Westward Whiskey Single Malt Stout Cask Finish. This is 46% proof. This was a very good product. We did recommend going with it. If you did drink this with us because you have this calendar, cheers, and thank you very much for joining. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And if not, we will see you tomorrow when we talk about number 13. We're not going to read it. We're still going to continue this whole process. So appreciate you all for tuning in. We always do recommend to drink responsibly, be a good person. And Michael,
do not litter.
we're out.